Welcome to the first episode of Degrees Are a Disease. In this series, we would take a realistic overview of the current Indian education system. This is the first part where we just draw a very brief picture of what is the current scenario, what are the current payouts. We have not gone into details institute wise, I've just taken an average figure. Before we move further, Uh, in case if you're not subscribed to our channel, I would request you to subscribe it so that you keep on getting the updates. And also on the right hand side you have a bell icon. So please press that bell icon after subscribing so that whenever we put any kind of new video, you are auto-informed on that. And it is not that if you don't press the bell icon or if you press the bell icon and if you subscribe, it's going to do a very it will be very rewarding for us. It is just that when you subscribe, you press for the push notifications and you mention comments, it only motivates us to improve our content. Because ultimately you are here for quality content. You are not here just for some card. So let's move forward. Degrees are a disease. Degrees, why we have selected this subject is that today you find in an Indian scenario that everyone is unhappy. Why are they unhappy? In majority of the cases, the working class is unhappy because they are not possibly getting the salaries as per their expectations. They are not getting job satisfactions as per their expectations, and so on and so forth. So before we move further, uh, I would just like to why are degrees a disease? Degrees are a disease because when a BTech student who has spent 4 years of his life, spent a humongous amount of money which was hard earned by his parents for his education, and then he draws a salary of 3.5 lakh rupees per annum CTC, that is not even take home, a CTC of 3.5 lakhs, which is even the CTC. This is the CTC, but his take home is much less than an Uber moto driver who drives a two-wheeler vehicle and picks one passenger from one location to the another. When an MBA pass out from a private institute earns less than a cycle when operated in any commercial area of Kolkata. Leave aside cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Ahmedabad. There the cycle when operated they earn much higher. Then don't you think that degrees are a disease? They are the root cause of the dissatisfaction in the generation which is working in office. Let me make one thing very clear before we move further, that I do not have any intentions of telling anyone that please don't get yourself admitted to an engineering college or please don't get yourself admitted to a management institute because you are going to earn this much. The idea is to make you clear. The idea is not to have clerks in India. The idea is not to have people who love a 9 to 5 job in India. The idea is not to have someone who thinks that it is his primary responsibility to get a 9 to 5 job and get a monthly fixed salary. If that is what is you think your idea of life or you want your kids to have as an idea of life, I think it's better that you move out of this video right away. There is no point moving further. On an average, a BTech student, the amount spent for the education of a BTech student by his parents is between 8 to 12 lakhs, depending on the type of the institute and the location where he is. We have included the total education package of the institute for 4 years, the hostel charges, and the other miscellaneous expenses what a student would incur when studying. That has been included and it has been averaged out at around between 8 to 12 lakhs. It is in the current scenario. It may be different 2 years from now or was different 2 years earlier. This is the average what you spend for a BTech student or a MBA student across the country in any of the private institutions. This does not include the cost of the 4 years of your life, which are invaluable, which are inexpensive, that you are spending there. That would mean 208 weeks of time lost in getting that degree. The average starting salary of a BTech student in India is not more than 3.5 lakhs. Between 3 to 3.5 lakhs CTC. Same is the case with an MBA student who is passing out from an institute in Kolkata, India. We look forward that why it is. Now comparing this to an Uber moto driver. He drives a two-wheeler from one point to another, carries one passenger with him, and throughout the day while after driving, making regular profit adjustments for his bike's fuel, maintenance, lubricants, insurance, license, road tax, everything. He has a net of saving of minimum 1,000 rupees a day on an average of, if you take it in 60 days. Then what do you conclude? 1,000 rupees a day, 30 days a month is 30,000 rupees. You don't have a 9 to 5 fixed job. If you don't go to this institute, your boss is after your life. It's not like that. He has not spent 4 years of his life studying. He has not run after the mark sheets. He has not run after the numbers of score. The scores he has got. He has been plain driving simple motorcycle, which he is enjoying, and we are taking people from one point of the location to the other. Imagine this. If you are two friends, you go into a BTech course or an MBA course in any of the private institutes, and one of your friends who has just decided to drop out of higher secondary exams, and he starts working as a Uber motor driver. By the time you pass out after 4 years of college, BTech degree, you would have your parents' balance sheet down by anything between 8 to 12 lakhs. Let's, for hypothetical cases, take as a figure of 10 lakh rupees. You would have spent an amount of 10 lakh rupees without having any income. So, when you started your course into, say, maybe we are standing in 2020 now, maybe you started in 2016. And when you started just before your admission to the engineering college of your choice, your father's bank balance was say 50 lakh rupees. After completion of this course in 4 years' time, that 50 lakhs would be 40 lakh rupees. Why I am saying so is I am not taking into account the additions which we have made in the past 4 years of your education, because that is anyway a different saving. That has got no relation with your education. What he did is he had spent 10 lakh rupees for his education. The 50 lakhs was the balance on 1st of April, say 1st of January 2016. Today it is 40 lakhs. Yes. And yes, to friend who is now a Uber motor driver. 2016 he would have had a bike. He would have asked someone for loan or got an EMI done of around 1,000, 1,200 rupees or maybe 1,500 rupees or 2,000 rupees a month. And he started doing a Uber motor driving. At this 30,000 level, his income every year is 3,60,000 rupees. Presuming that he is doing 50% of that as spending and rest 50% he is saving or is contributing to his family, we would consider it to be a saving. This 15,000 rupees saving or 15,000 rupees expenditure if he does on his monthly he would still be earning 2 lakh rupees additional. And by the time when you are back from your graduation leave, after wearing those black robes and collecting your degrees in the conventional function, your boyfriend who did not opt to go to a BTech college or a degree college or a PhD college was having a bank balance of 8 lakh rupees. And you have come cities with zero parents and we are looking for a job. This is the difference. Why is it so? 9 out of 10 cases, the students pursuing the degrees are doing it out of peer pressure and not out of passion. It is because their parents want them to become an engineer or an MBA. That is why they are not doing it because they enjoy studying machines. They are not doing it because they enjoy studying marketing or human resources or financial markets. In most of the cases, the people do not understand, but they have taken admission because they want a degree with them. Because the reason why they are doing this degree is to impress on some people with their degrees. The next door neighbor may be Mr. Sharma or the next door Mrs. Ahuja or someone in the college, someone in the society, someone in the complex. Those people, your life is not to impress them. Your life is to make a living for yourself, which you enjoy making that living. But unfortunately, you don't. Now, as I told you at the beginning of the video, that if you like, please press the subscribe button so that you keep on getting information on whatever videos we have, and you press the bell icon so that you can get regular updates once we do a new video. Thank you for now. Bye. See you. Stay home. Stay safe. And of course, avoid going out because Corona may be standing out to welcome. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.